Well, alright, let's see if that actually gets the recording going. Let's see. You know, it's one of those things where whenever you, it's like, let's update, let's do this, let's Microsoft Edit. But, anyways, that's not what you're here for, is it? No. I think what you guys are here for any of you who are here, is I'm back and there's nothing but technical difficulties, but that is totally fine. It's been a while. It's been quite a while. I think we should probably start our story at the beginning. So why don't we go ahead and go to the beginning now? Beginning. I really do mean beginning. So this is my very first Minecraft. We're not even in the same world anymore. This is my very first Minecraft home world, and uh yeah, this world is my first experience with Minecraft. I started this world in 2018, and this is our humble beginning. So before we get too far into it, let's go ahead and do a little bit of a house tour. These are my first ever like storage silos where I would store all my bulk stuff. Um, and obviously diamonds aren't too bulk. I wonder how much I even I had a couple stacks, so that's fair. That's good. A couple modest stacks of diamonds. So I was living pretty comfortably. This was my bedroom? Yes, this was my bedroom. And obviously, I explored quite a bit. World was generated before. What's the word I'm looking for? This was generated before the whole bedrock. I forget what update it was, but there was a certain point where they had updated Bedrock to the console editions, as well as making it to where all the consoles were cross compatible. And when that happened, there were a couple things that ended up breaking in this world. This was the world that I ended up fighting the Wither in. I think we had some sheep over here. Had some, okay. Yes, had some sheep. So some of the terrain regenerated, and we lost a bunch of farms. There was some sort of glitch where a lot of the things in the projects that we worked on, unfortunately, and I say we because my husband was also playing on this server, this realm. We lost a lot. We lost a lot of things that we built. We lost a lot of farms, and it was kind of sad. I did, however, at least get to keep the Kauai cow market, and this has been one of my favorite, and it's all still mostly here. Fantastic. One of my favorite builds that I've ever done in my first world, and this was essentially a grocery store. And yeah, this was just where we kept all of our food, very humanely, sheep and cows and chickens and pigs, had to have all of it. And a little bit of mushroom soup. And yeah, this was one of my first times ever working with like redstone type things like hoppers, as well as the door. I did figure out the door mostly on my own. There were a couple small tutorials that helped just with learning like the basics of the redstone torches, but honestly, everything that I found didn't work for my current copy at the time, and so I kind of just had to play around and make it work. But yeah, very happy with that. And then if you come across here, I think this was going to be the enchanting um, dealio. So I think at the time I was just really That's right. This was going to be just the hall of books, the hall of rare books that I was starting to work on. And a little bit of sugarcane mystery, trying to figure out how to get sugarcane farms working. I can't remember if I ever got this farm up and running. Well, there's no sugarcane in the chest, so I would assume not. Um, so, but I believe the enchanting hall, I remember it being on the cliff. Might have been deleted. This was a little brewing house that we were building that was meant to look like a Starbucks. And I think, I think as far as design, for a first ever, like, Minecraft build, I don't know, I like it. I think it's fine. I think there's nothing wrong with it. I keep forgetting that well, of course I keep forgetting. I haven't been here in years. Probably about 2 years now. I think this was eventually going to be storage for all the woods. I think I was trying to do something. This was when I was finally starting to try to find my own style in building. But yeah, so this was all just basically the the, the basic base. I think up here there were also some villagers. You hear the cows and the sheep jumping around in the water. Ah, yes, I had villagers. I'm assuming that I let them out for some reason. So, but that was a villager. That was a zombie villager changing house. So any zombie villagers, I would actually let them follow me into here. Come this way. And then before the update, when all the redstone was working, because there was working redstone here, I would basically get them to chase me into here. I would, yeah, that doesn't work at all now. But there would be splash potion of resistance, or not resistance, splash potion of weakness, golden apple, name tag, and then once they were in here, the floor would fall out, and it would drop them down into this area down here, where they would fall into the water pit, and then they would change, find a bed, sleep, get a profession, and then we would transport them out into future places of their profession. Obviously, I didn't build any more because I just, after finding out that there were no end portals here, it was kind of, I don't know, it was kind of like the end for this realm, because I wanted to finish it. I wanted to end up like beating the end dragon and stuff, but I just there were too many errors with the map, and believe me, I've tried going back. I've used Eyes of Ender, and I've dug and I've looked, and it's not worth it anymore. But it's still fun to come back and check out some of the humble beginnings. So there was an enchanter up here. I had a temple um, with a bunch of lapis in the walls, as well as like parrots, but I think those are unfortunately gone. I think after a lot of things got wiped, I at the time didn't think enchanting tables were terribly important. And then this is our little tree farm area. This is where we would farm all the trees. Come on, go. There we go. Alright, cool. So anyways, yeah. Um Honestly, I kind of was just letting my imagination run wild And this might be the last time I actually come look at this place. But it's good memories. Alright, so moving on. So yes, this is everything that I built here. I think eventually, or I think not eventually, but I think initially what I wanted to do, because I remember I did have a tree farm there, but that got wiped. I wanted to actually have all this sort of be like an oasis in the middle of the mountains, because spawn is actually past that way. And you you can actually see all these light trails. There was one point where I didn't have I didn't know about maps. I didn't know anything about Minecraft. I didn't know anything. I was queen of getting lost. That's for sure. I would mostly get lost, and then I would build a small house, and then I would die, and then I would get lost again. This was very ongoing. But I think we created some nice things here. I think this is going to be this is the pathway to, uh, I guess for just showing purposes, I probably should have put this on peaceful, but who cares? This is actually the path to a village that I actually built most of and repopulated. There was just a small village here that had, I think, like 2 or 3 houses, and I wanted to build my own city, so I did. And why don't we go ahead and look? It's been a while since I've been here, so I don't really remember. Oh yeah, that's right. I put in a whole perimeter because these guys are idiots. Come on, let's all be honest. Villagers are not the most intelligent, but I think this was actually a very well populated town. I know there were lots of golems. I was starting to have issues, and I think that might have. I think the thing is, I didn't realize things like mob caps or lag or a bunch of other things, and I think that actually probably led to the overload of the system or overload of the oh, what's the term I'm trying to think of? Oh, mending for 12. Oof, that's fantastic. Uh, this was supposed to be a library. But yeah, this was my experimenting with just like buildings, trying to kind of just put together my own style as well as just having some ideas and thinking like, oh, that might be neat. And I think that's what I really like about Minecraft. I think that's what keeps me coming back is I could think of something, I could imagine it, and then I can make it a reality. And I I like that. I really do. Because I like to create things. And it's I think it's worth sharing with people. I think this was like a luxury apartment for a family of 3. I was really trying to I was trying to do a thing. Oh, that's right. So over here, this giant UFO looking thing. This was that was a Rixo's very first build. Rixo being my husband. This was a farmhouse. This is where the farmers would live. This is another farmhouse, so you know, just trying to get creative. Oh, I'm pretty sure that like the build style is dated compared to now. But you know what? I still think it's good. And then leaving the town, we have a little garden shop that I built. me and wow, he really built that up. We're gonna go check that out. Here we are. So why don't we just go ahead? But this whole area is Arixo's area, and we're gonna check that out. But going up. All right. Okay, so we're not on top. So there's just a little bit more we gotta go. But you can actually get a really good view. And I want to say he built this in 6-ish months, something like that. The ship was already here. I remember that because I built a pirate bar in there at one point. I think he just made it better. But yeah, he had to hell. Do not enter. Yes, these were the sky people. And this was a small village that he was building where their belief system is there is no ground. And, you know, we don't tell them, do not tell them of the ground. The ground does not exist. I think that's basically all that was. Oh, well, is there anything up there? Now we're exploring things that I don't even know. Alright, what is up here? Looks like just some platform. Oh! There's more. Let's see, let's see. Oh! Okay. Just a nice little area. He uses birch for big trees, and I don't know. I think it turned out pretty good. Good on him. So we're gonna take the expressway now. And there we go. Yeah, let's get a closer look at this ship over here. So I remember this ship. This ship was, when we first found it, was like half encased in water, the other half encased in sand. And I had dug out a little bit of it, but Arixo, he did the rest. I dug out the inside, he dug out the main outside here. And I think this was supposed to be like his house or his room. Enchanting room up there. Yeah, this was just his basic room. Basic house. You know, pretty nice for a starter house. Food, water. And I think this was just his main storage in here. Just basic main storage in here. And I think it's just crops and stuff over there. Because we never fought the dragon, we didn't have elytra. So the way we traveled, we dug everywhere. There are probably thousands of miles of track. And carts used to be much faster, especially in the play version. Carts used to fucking fly. So honestly, like this whole slow cart is slow. If you don't think this is slow, I don't know what to tell you. This is slow though. This was a skelly grinder that both me and Rixo built. So that's where we got all of our bone meal for things. A lot of grinding. Alright, little bit of a jump for you, but remember how I was saying that we like to do a lot of diggy and a lot of grinding? Well, yeah. Come on, you go over there. Perfect. So, this is kind of a testament to that. So this was our old concrete. um, making area. Basically, 100 blocks up that way is just where we would load in the concrete, and they would all fall down here, and then we would break them layer by layer by layer, and eventually we'd have a bunch of concrete. So, fun fact there. But this is basically the main way we got around was tunneling. So Rixos is that way. The Mesa biome is that way, and we'll see that later. Uh, and then this way over here was what I was starting, and that was going to be a whole mountain town. No mountain town now. Probably never mountain town, but this is nice. This is pretty. This is good design. I can't believe how far I went with designs, and think I think I was honestly planning on doing the entire tunnel. Um, which I would like to do that in the Nether, yes. And actually, while we're here, we can go visit the Nether. All right, in my first ever black room. This is when I discovered black concrete, and I loved it, and I thought it was amazing. It seems like it's a little affected because I can see, and I almost don't like the fact that I can see. But yeah, it was just supposed to be like a optical illusion because I like optical illusions. I don't know if there's anything in the Nether. I honestly don't know if there is absolutely anything in the Nether. Okay. So, this is my office in hell. Yes, this is my first ever hell office, and it is in it's in another fortress. This is an entire nether fortress that I was starting to take over, and this is where I would farm wither skeletons, as well as other things. And I think it stops. Oh no, it keeps going. I don't even know where this goes. We're going on an adventure, you and me. You and me. Let's eat some steak so we don't die. But this world was never made to show. This was just me having fun for probably about a year in Minecraft and just kind of learning about the game and what I could do with it. And let's see what's here. That's outside. Okay. And over here is okay, so we were starting to put up gates, it seems. I don't even know where this goes. We're just exploring lost memories. Oh yes, this was me starting to try to figure out how to build a gold farm. But never happened. Never worked. But let's see where this goes. Question to the top comment. Is that a skeleton in a boat? A shoe? A shell? Or like a husk of some kind? I want to say it's a skeleton in a boat. Don't know where this is. Okay. So this was another older build. Or it looks like it was starting but never finished. Okay. Well, not much to see. So let's go ahead and head back. That was a fun trip down memory lane. And look, we're in a minecart again. We're going to be in a minecart for a little bit while in this, or a little bit longer in this world. But yeah, no, we're definitely just showing you guys I'm just going to be showing you guys the highlights. And yeah, we're just going to be touring the rest of this world. Now the next build we're going to go see is my very first large built structure. Let's go. And yes, we are still on the path. If you're curious, I do believe like this Minecraft trail is about 2,000 blocks, and I think it takes about 5 minutes for us to travel. It won't take 5 minutes for you, because I'm not gonna let that happen. Tiny jungle is that way, which is a small jungle we found. I don't think that there's anything left built there. And then Town of Needs, that is where our hometown was. Flying Dutchman, this was a neat place. I'm curious as to how much of it is still the same. Another issue we were having with this realm world, I'm honestly still not even sure what the correct terminology is, but sometimes a Rixo would build things here and it would just disappear. As in, he would build it and then a couple weeks later it would disappear. I think that's why he abandoned the Flying Dutchman. Which the Flying Dutchman is, well, you'll see it in a few minutes, but it's. Did we pass it? Oh, that might be why he left it. Well, we might not actually be going to see the Flying Dutchman. That might be the reason why we didn't come back this way at all. After we had really got into building, we may have lost that. That was another issue we were having. A lot of our rail system that we had dug out was just gone. Um, it was almost like we had never mined there, and it really is a shame that we didn't have any sort of record or anything of it prior to the whole world crash. Because when the world crashed, that's when, and I say crash, but exactly what happened was one day we went to log on and it said that there was a file corruption. So it wouldn't let us launch the world at all. Okay, so we gotta go towards the tiny library, or tiny library, tiny jungle. Um, so what had inevitably happened was it said that there was a file corruption. So we're seeing what we can do, and it says the only thing that we can do for the file corruption is to, and then try to go log back in. Unfortunately, when we did that, there everything that I was around, my player character was around, stayed, but everything else was lost. It was almost like we were starting with an entirely new world at the time. And for months and months of work, it was honestly kind of a bummer. Um, I think the only rails that stayed were the ones that went to the tiny jungle and the rails to Arixo's current old place. I know that doesn't make a lot of sense. Um, and I'm sure this is super exciting. Just, ooh, minecart. Ooh, check it out. Ooh, no wheels, gang. We started working on trying to get it back to where it was, and once we found out that the end portal was just nowhere in the game, um, we honestly just abandoned this realm, this world. Um, I think we're still headed towards the taiga, which I will see you there. Another surprise on our journey, our first stop is my very first ever. I know that you saw the skelly grinder, but this was my very first ever spawn kill chamber. And this is where we would come all the way out here to do all of our mending and collecting of zombie flesh for clerics. And I'm pretty proud that it was successful. It was as successful as we needed it for at the time. But yeah, just simple zombie grinder. And with that back, we go on the trail. And here we've arrived at the juncture of the Pine Woods Estate and the jungle, aka Tiny Jungle. I don't really know what might be left at the Tiny Jungle, but why don't we go ahead and see? You know, I do have a minecart. I could be using that. Let's get up these stairs. Let's go ahead and I will see you at the Tiny Jungle. Here we are at the Tiny Jungle, and it's pretty much exactly what I was expecting. We had there's a nether portal here. I don't think there's anything in it though. We used to have a tunnel, but I think that's another thing that we lost with the world corruption. So, yeah, except for the Tiny Jungle. So, not a ton to see, but you know, still worth a visit. I'm pretty sure after this recording, I may be deleting this world to save some hard drive on my PlayStation. Oh, but I think we're coming up on the end. I think this is probably the come on, you can do it. Oh yeah, it's really struggling. There we go. So this is the entrance to the Pinewood Estates. Oh god, there's so much lag. Oh, I'm just gonna get out. Alright. So there it is in all of its very fleshy terracotta colored glory. I'm not really sure what it was I was trying to go for. I'm sure I had something in my head, but oh, wait. No. You are just in here now. Yes. Oh, but yes, there it is. The largest structure I ever built in my first player world. And we go upstairs. Another world map. A couple of Zamnus, magic, my dogs. And honestly, I think that wraps it up for this world. So I'll see you in the next world then. Bye for now. Alright, and this might be a little bit more of a familiar sight to you who might be not new to my channel. This is the witchcraft realm. That's right. There was a point in time where I decided that I wanted to try to do some YouTube stuff, and so I created this realm, where you could probably see, if I still have them up, which more than likely I do, the development of this entire world on my channel. We have the enchanting house there. We have villagers down there. There's just a story-based thing that I was starting to do over there, where there was like a book and it told me to do a thing. We were probably going to do like some dragon stuff there, but it never happened. Then there's the forest temple that we built, and the Trail of Lights, and I think I was eventually going to build a dragon up there, but that didn't happen. And then we started working on, this was going to be an entire underground dwarven city where they could come, like villagers obviously could come out and harvest and garden, and then there was going to be an entire city down there, and I abandoned that dream. That's okay. And then there's the portal tree over there. That was a little fun story thing we did. We had a book. I think it was like the Word of Spruce or something like that, and it like told us to plant a tree there or something like that, and then like the portal popped in. It was kind of fun. Um, but I think I've covered most of the buildings here. Just basic farm, and this is probably where I started to try to build for more aesthetic looking. I think in the last realm world, I you know I it was first ever, so I'm not really experimenting with design or making things pretty. I'm just trying to figure out how the game is. And in this, I decided that I wanted to go more design forward, but still living in a cave. I like caves. I'm pretty sure I've said that before. But I like caves. Yay, caves. Um, but just going down here, I believe this went down to the mines where I tried to summon a wither and failed terribly. Oh, this right here is one of my paper making machines, and I actually need to get a good look at this. Stop trying to eat. But down here, it just goes on and on and on and on. And this was going to be just a whole like big decorative village, just hiding in this giant cavernous mountain. And down here, we'll see what happens when you summon a wither and you are not prepared. This is exactly what happens. This just continues for quite some ways. Eventually, we did get the wither taken care of, so there's not still a loose wither here. But that's if you're gonna summon the wither in your realms, either do it somewhere far away to where you're not afraid of losing everything, or be prepared. We weren't prepared. I wasn't prepared. Let me say it that way. I think we lost lots of diamond armor that day. I think there's things where you're prepared, because I have fought the wither before, and I think there's things where you're just prepared and ready to fight, and then it's just you try to push it and it's just not working. I wonder if I think I may have like tried to stream it and it just wasn't working out. But as of my first base, storage silos. They work. They're great. They're functional, and I love them. And yeah, this was first house. First house in the witchcraft realm. And this was a little bit of redstone wizardry. I was very happy that I figured out. So if you flip this switch, the stairs collapse. And you can come down here. And I know it's not very well hidden, but it was just me and my husband on here. So, well, there were a couple other people. 2 stacks. Got the enchanted golden apple, though. Just for funsies. I mean, there we go. Wonderful. Enchanted golden apple. Rarest item in the game. Gone forever. Let's grab some more pork chops because we still have some hunger. Alright, so we got full hearts, extra hearts. Look at that, overpowered. We got an achievement, why not? In the current realm that we're playing in, we really can't get achievements. Down here was my map room, and yes, we explored quite a bit. We were mostly looking for that. So once we found that, we kind of stopped. And by that I mean mesa biome. And then you can get a view of. I don't think we ever showed that on the stream, so why don't we go ahead and check out the pathway over here. I think I want to build with the dirt path more because I didn't realize how nice it looks until you go back and look at it. But yeah, I got some buildings. Nice little round pond, courtyard area. I think I was trying to go for like the 4 elements. Yeah, the 4 elements represented. Oh, yes. Yes, the flame is still burning. It still burns. We must feed. We must feed it with darkness. Darkness we must feed it with. Darkness. There we go. Take the darkness. There we go. But yeah, I think this was eventually going to be a thing where like we were going to light it up and editing magic, make a dragon, and it just never panned out, which that's fine. That's totally fine. I think other than the temple over there, there's not terribly too much built in my area. I think we'll go ahead and we'll go visit Arixo, though, and we will go see what he had going on in his area. Yeah, I built some giant Tori gates. Tori gates? Tori gates. Tori gates. Tori gates. Something like that. But yeah, I actually liked how those turned out. I wish that they were centered. They are not centered, but oh well. And yeah, another thing I wish was centered. Oh, there's so many things that I wish I had built more like symmetrical. Yeah, a little forest shrine for the woods. I think I was trying to turn this because this is hollow inside. I think I was trying to turn this into like a giant mob grinder. We get a nice view of the courtyard area over there. I get spider. All right. Alright, cool. You know, get rid of the murder weapon. Great. And yeah, it's a nice little view over there. Sun comes up over there. Our condo was like right over there, so we'd get a nice view of like the sunrise every day. And that was nice. Tell you what's extra nice, 2 spiders and a creeper. Yeah, extra nice. So we're just gonna go this way. And with that movie YouTube magic, we're gonna be at Arixo's right about now. Aha! Magic of editing. So, this is Arixo's little area in the little multiplayer witchcraft realm that we were doing. And we're gonna go ahead and do a look around, see Will Farm, and so much more coming soon. Ah, that's right. We were starting to have our own little shops and things in this world, where because I think our main goal for this was we wanted to try to invite other people to come build with us, but it kind of came to be too much for me to know how to handle. I mean, at the time, all I knew how to do was live stream from the PlayStation. I barely knew how to run a server or edit videos or anything like that. And guess what? You're never going to believe it. You're never going to believe it. I'm a little bit better now. But yeah, this was, looks like Arixo's enchanting area. That's Shep. Yep. Oh, hey, and here is the meat bag himself.
I am a meat bag. But
so, would you like to tell us a little bit about about what you have built here?
I suppose I could say some things. Of course, I saw a very tall rock.
Did you? By the way, did you notice that? I just discovered that there's a goat in here.
Oh, well, yeah, there definitely were not goats last time I was here.
Nah.
They didn't exist at the time. They just, the Minecraft gods just recently created the goats. So
yes, they did. So would you like to like to tell us a little bit, or like tell me where I should go?
Well, I mean, we saw Shepco back there, right? That was my first ever shop, and I love the sheeps, and I made a bunch of sheep and a bunch of colors, and there is a I do have my sheep production area somewhere. but that'll be later.
Okay.
So anyway, this is the house. This is my house, my storage area, and look, it's kind of nice with some green carpet and cool. It's cool. Upstairs is kind of cool too. It's a bedroom.
I will say, looking back at our first world, and I know you weren't there for that, but looking back on our first world, and then coming to this one, it's such a stark difference in building. But what else would you like?
It absolutely is.
Yeah.
I wonder if this still works. This is actually a concrete maker that works off of the glitch.
Oh.
And I'm not sure if it still functions or if they fixed that or anything. But yeah, this worked really, really good at just making a ton of concrete at once.
Oh, okay.
So, I don't remember exactly.
I don't have any concrete powder.
I don't know exactly.
Oh, it looks
how
like
it works.
It looks like it pushed some. I don't know either.
Yeah.
I don't
It was
know
like
either.
I put like a line of concrete powder or something in it. I don't even remember. It does things.
Okay. So.
So I'm not even sure.
Looks like you had a farm.
Yeah,
here.
here's farm going over here. With cows and chickens aren't really used for anything. It's mostly just cows are useful.
Meat.
Yeah, they have meat.
Look at him looking at me. Meat. You are
just
meat.
meat.
Oh my God!
Oh
that
my
punch
goodness.
range I have.
Jeez. He like punched the chicken and exploded.
All right.
I
I didn't think the chickens were
back
one hit
behind-
KO.
Back behind you.
That's right.
Let's look over
This
to the
way.
left.
Look over.
Well, let's go over there first.
No, let's look at the less interesting things first.
All right. Well, see, there's some cobblestone with a door on it over here,
Yeah.
and this is just an art installation. I put a lot of work into it.
All right. Fantastic.
But this is the Shepco Processing Center.
Call for free tours. Hey, I'm calling.
Yeah.
Ding dong.
So that's pretty straightforward. You got two. There's a lower floor
yes,
too.
it's
You
very
just got all the different
sophisticated. I
colors.
see. There's
And
sheep over there, and there's sheep over there.
I didn't realize till only recently that I think it seems that dyes are a lot easier to acquire than having a bunch of colored sheep like this. But yeah, this is what I was doing at that time. Of course, there's a lower floor if you want to just run down there real quick.
Oh.
Yeah, and
I feel like
colors.
we both have discovered that there's easier ways. Alums. Oh, we don't see these in our current world because we have a texture pack.
Well, the texture pack's really nice though.
The texture pack is very nice, but yes, we definitely in the current world or current server that we're playing on have gotten like better at how we do things, I think.
Oh yeah, absolutely. We've learned a lot since now. And okay, and then over here is the Citadel. You know,
I feel like Citadel is the wrong word.
That was over there was going to be a new storage area that I was working on, and honestly, the design wasn't even working.
Oh, that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but okay, maybe not Citadel. It's just
a chapel.
It's
chapel of demons.
It's a devil chapel. Yes, it is demon chapel.
Mm-hmm.
But I was pretty proud of it.
Because the Citadel is like, it's like a city being enclosed in like walls and towers and stuff.
I can see that. Yeah. I don't know English.
Oh, words are the worst.
Yeah.
Especially
of course, you know, here's our demon church, and there's.
I feel like I'm intruding. I feel like I'm bothering him. This is really cool, actually, though.
Are you busy over there? So if you follow him,
oh, okay.
You just kind of look back there.
Oh, yeah.
He's got his own little room.
Nothing suspicious.
He's got his own little room back here, and sleeping with the screaming souls of the dead.
Are you happy here, friend?
That's how I rest at night.
There you go. You'll need that.
Oh,
he gave it back. All right. Well.
Yeah, fine.
Oh, is that all to see in here?
No.
No.
If you go back over in that right corner, there's a storeroom. We should totally check out the storeroom.
All right.
Make sure you close that. So. Yeah. Well, it honestly doesn't matter.
Well, let's be kind and rewind and make sure all the gates are closed.
So here's a nice storeroom.
Oh,
cool.
This is nice.
Go check out the vines back there.
Hey, so you learned how to do this all by yourself, or did someone help you?
I think that was a very
Yeah,
A very
YouTube
lovely one, homie.
tutorials.
Oh, and look at that. That's my
Oh,
library.
this is very fancy.
Oh, it's quite a bit of work went into this. But yeah, I got lots of. Well, I got the librarians down. I got one collector somewhere. But yeah, this is my library here, and these guys all produce very cool books. And yeah, that's that.
All right.
I think that's pretty. I think that pretty much wraps up the tour. I don't really have much else going on. Those all the
Nope,
things I did.
we got the danger noodle back.
Yeah. Thanks for coming to my little town. I hope you enjoyed your stay.
Yeah, no problem. I think as far as builds go, there's only one more stop in this world. And we will get there, I think, about right now. So this final area that I was working on was not at the time inspired by Cub fans. Season 7. Season 7? Yes, because they're on season 8. Season 7, Egyptian build. I was actually building this way before then. And I wanted to build a really cool pyramid, Egyptian themed, like, entire village. And I kind of achieved it. I do like the spawn in portal cube. I think this is something that I want to bring back and use in some of my other newer builds. But yeah, this was the pyramid, and then next to the Great Pyramid, maybe Great-ish Pyramid, we have my second ever grinder that I made, and yes, it's another zombie grinder. But Zombooties 2.0, and it's just basic zombies spawn there, you drop down here. This was where you could get oh, that's so cute. That Rixo. Oh, you should be here. Axolotl. There's a baby axolotl here. And I think there must be... No, there's not a lot of zombies. There's some lag. Must be some trap somewhere, but yay! So yeah, this was the main enchanting area. You know, you do the swipey, the killy. No. Okay. Okay, we almost got the killied in the grinder. I think I think baby zombies were able to get through here. That was one flaw I needed to fix. But yeah, this was just our enchanting area. I think this was my first shop. Yep, 1 diamond per stack. And ooh, yeah, this is when I started like getting into making like more natural, like cave-like builds and things like that. You know, when you have something you're like and it's your strong suit, stick with it. But alright, so, and then yeah, all the drops for the zombie kills would come down here. And yeah, that's basically it. Alright, you stay, you got, get in your pond, you're gonna dry out. What are you doing? You're gonna dry out, get in the pond. Get in the pond, you cute little cute. I don't even have a bucket. There you go. You're fine now. Alright, then you just go back up here, and you are back in the Zombooties kill chamber waiting room. It was a fun little project. And then I was starting to build somewhat of like a great library, and I was gonna put more structures in this town, but yeah, it didn't get very far. And the reason why, and then this was going to be a giant obelisk, and it was going to be a giant paper farm. But it only got this far. But that's okay. I believe that that does wrap it up for this realm of builds I have done and builds Erixo have done. So this realm, this world's obviously not active anymore. And the reason is because the 1.16, I think, 1.15, the Nether update came out, and we wanted to play with all the Nethery stuff. So, let's go ahead and fast track to that. And then now we're here, and this is I believe I called it Resurgence. I know that there's a couple episodes of this place on my channel, but they are definitely not up to date episodes. I think I may have just had a few just fun episodes where I was trying to do some new stuff, and well, then some things happened. We'll get to those things momentarily. But the Nether update came out, and I wanted all the new Nether stuff. So we left the witchcraft realm. It just we were starting to kind of just come to a not really a dead end, but just a point where we were ready to move on. And I wanted to build a giant tower that I never finished, but it's definitely giant and it's definitely tower like. And we built it over this whole warm ocean area that had all the coral reef and stuff. We had we found a heart of the sea. We got some conduits going. Um, if you go up to the first level, I think the only thing on the first level is a smelter, and I think we are eventually going to move the Nether portal from there to up there. I think I was going to put it in like a large lantern structure, but let's go ahead and let's go up top and let's see what's up there. And yep, here they are once again, my much loved and much used storage silos. Basically the same design, just different texture. I think it always looks great. And then we also had some villagers starting to live. Crazy thing when this world realm was started. Whenever they would go to sleep, they would fly across the ocean, and I don't know where they went. But they would always come back, and it was the strangest thing. It was just such a weird glitch. Like they would sleep in their beds and then they would slide out. So I started making it to where they couldn't sleep anymore because they kept disappearing. And that was a weird glitch when the Nether update first came out. And I think this. So I was trying to start making it to where I could have sorting silos because I've always wanted an auto sorter. The idea of just plopping down a chest or like a shulker box full of items and it just automatically. I guess there's not a way up currently. Oh wait. Well, I thought I had a way up, but apparently I never put that in. So we're just gonna go ahead and go the slow way. There we go. But this was going to be my house, and yeah, we'll just eat the rest. There, no one wants old cake. And yeah, this was basically it for me for this realm. I worked on. There's a village around here somewheres. But I think all you can see for miles and miles and miles is ocean. And it got very boring building out in the ocean, yes. Especially when you have to bring everything. It was very nice living in the coral reef, though. It's pretty ambience. Um, Lots of that always happens though, and that's really annoying. Obviously, if I'd lit it up a little bit better, I wouldn't have to deal with that. But you know, details. That's the tower where we killed ourselves. We didn't stay for very long in this realm, and I'm gonna be telling you the reason why very soon. What was this? I think this was also, yes, this was bone meal paper grinder. So this made both bone meal that I can then turn around and then use to make lots of paper. And I think this is just a shoot for bone meal, and then I think I was going to try to make it to where it could come up and then just go and make paper, or come down and make paper. I don't remember. Oh, this is how we got up. I think that's what I was trying to do. I think I was trying to make it to where these would go all the way up. I don't think I ever continued it though, like I should. That's it. Not a whole lot actually. So, what happened? Where did I go for forever? Uh, or at least probably it felt like forever in the time of the internet. And that is because I've joined a server, friends. I joined a server back in October of 2020. And I didn't think I was going to make YouTube videos anymore. I didn't think that I was going to make YouTube content anymore. I just wanted to play Minecraft. I just wanted to have a good time building whatever I want to build, and I didn't want to be stressed out about videos. And obviously everyone had a lot going on in 2020. Yes, we there was a lot, and I'm ready to start a new chapter in my life. Yes, and I've been having so much fun on the server and with the people that I've been playing, and I it's it's important to me, and I want to have a record of what's important to me, and I'm going to be building anyways. I'm going to be making things, and I want to share them with you. I want to share them with the Minecraft community, because had I have not have had the Minecraft community that I do have and the people that I do play with, I think 2020 would have been a lot darker for me. I wouldn't. Minecraft is my outlet. Minecraft is my happy place. Minecraft is my bonsai tree that I trim and take care of to cut down on my stress. So I want to start sharing my builds and things that I make with other people. Maybe it'll inspire someone else to want to make a Minecraft series. Maybe it'll inspire someone to just play Minecraft and have fun and unlock some sort of creativity that they don't know about themselves. But I'm doing this because I want to do it. And if you want to be along that journey with me, welcome. And let's fucking tear it up. Hell yeah. So I will see you guys. My next video is going to be Rebellion Craft. My next 100 days in Minecraft. See you then. Bye.